What's up everybody, it's your boy French Cookin'. Welcome back to the channel, and this is Make Beats for Free on MPC. This week's free VST is called the Bloom Synth Atmosphere by Excite Audio. In last week's episode, I made a dark beat for Halloween, and I mentioned that the key for dark beats is textures, and more textures. So what I did is I picked 3 textures that I had downloaded from sound packs in the past, and I slapped them all together. However, what if I wanted to make my own texture with my own flavor? That's where this VST throws its name in the ring, or flashes its genitals, so to speak. Bloom Synth reminds me of arcade, where you have a whole bunch of textures that you can choose from, but then you have the flexibility to modify and mold the sound exactly the way that you want it. Like reversing it, double time, half time, throwing a bunch of effects on it. It really gives you the flexibility to shape the sound exactly how you want it. So without further ado, I'm going to make another dark beat for Halloween today, but this is going to be more of a Memphis style like 3-6 Mafia, which I really enjoy. Let's get it, baby. Ow! So this is what we're working with here. This is Bloom Synth Atmosphere, and you could already tell what I was talking about before. The UI itself even resembles arcade. So if I press a key down here, I get one texture. And the different keys obviously have different textures. This one's already sounding dark. Okay. Now, if I hold down a key and I hold down one of these modifier keys on top of that, let's say I pick, I think this is reverse. So take this A key, for example. This is what it sounds like, but now I can hold down the reverse key and it reverses it for you. It sounds completely different. I like this preset. I'm going to play around with the different keys and see what I can get. Okay, now that I'm satisfied with this texture that I ended up with, I'm going to go ahead and bounce that to a sample. Oops. Like so. And once that's done, I'm going to throw it into an audio clip, and that's going to allow me to process it even further if I want to. Okay, so what I did is I took a 2-bar clip from that sample that I just bounced, and I pasted it back to back in a new audio clip. And as I was mentioned before, from here, I can manipulate that audio clip even further. I can reverse it, I can warp it, and then make it faster or slower like so. But I like the way that it sounds, and I'm going to keep it as is for the time being. However, I did put effects on it like tau chorus, tremolo sync to give it some more movement, pancake to make it move from your left ear to your right ear, and then last but not least, some EQ to cut out the low end and a bit of the harsher frequencies. And here's the final result. Sounds like the Undertaker's about to pop up behind me and chokeslam me, which I wouldn't mind. Next, I need those high-pitched keys to turn the creepiness knob just a little bit higher. So I pulled up Triple Cheese, which is another VST that I used to use a lot, but I don't use that much often anymore, but I should. And I'm using the Homesick Piano preset, and the key is a repetitive melody. You already know the deal for the drums. Keep it simple. All I have is my kick, a snare, a hi-hat, this open hat, and this open hat. Remember what I said earlier about turning up that creepiness knob? If you really want to go max level, you got to throw in that high-pitched string. Normally for any other beat, I would pick sounds that are at different frequencies, right? So if I had the high keys, maybe I would pick a lower string to put in the chorus. Now what I can do in this case is make room for the keys by cutting out those frequencies from the string, because I know the string is going to take up more frequency than the keys do. So if I press play and I pull up the EQ for my keys, you saw there that it peaks and it takes up a lot of the frequencies around 1K. So what I can do for the EQ for my string is I'm going to pull this band over here, over to 1K, pull the Q knob up, and then I'm going to pull it all the way down like this. Actually, let me make it more like this. Okay, so we're killing these frequencies and we're making room for that bell. So now that bell's coming through. And listen to what happens when I turn this band off. Last thing I did to add some variation in the beat is I pulled up the Tricent plugin and I'm using the dark pad preset, and I just put down a simple melody. All together. I think I might switch out the sound for those keys and then throw in some vocals as well, like most Memphis beats do. But other than that, I'm gonna keep it like that. I'm gonna keep it simple. Thanks everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you have a fantastic week, and I'll see you next time for another episode. Until then, keep producing, baby.